Hi, and welcome to thewellnessschool.com. Today we're going to go over 10 tips to market your holistic practice so you can take these 10 tips and immediately tomorrow or later today start implementing these into your practice. Number one, always be prepared to have an elevator speech. When you meet somebody like you would meet somebody in the elevator or in a networking event, the first thing that comes up, well, what do you do? Talk about the benefits of what you do and how you work, not the actual techniques of what you do that may solve their problem. Remember this analogy. When somebody says, "What time is it?" they want to know the time. They don't really want to know how the watch works that generates the concept of telling them this is what time it is. Number two, network often and set goals. When you go to a networking event, if you're a little shy, make a game of it and set a goal. Let's say that you have 10 cards in your left pocket, and your goal is you're going to say hi, introduce yourself, hand them a business card. That's going to immediately start the conversation for them to look at the card and say, "Oh, you do so-and-so," or "I know somebody that does so-and-so." It's a great icebreaker that starts the conversation. Also, that's one less card. Now you've got 9 more. You get their card and you put it in your right hand pocket, and you do it 9 more times. When you've finished your 10 cards for the evening, you've collected 10 cards. You can now socialize and not have to worry about putting on your marketing hat if you're shy and that was a real struggle for you. Start with 5 cards and build up to doing more cards. The more cards you hand out, the more that you market yourself, the more prosperous you're going to be. It's a great way to build relationships. Also, at a networking event, don't sit by people you know. I know it's easy and we all do it. Sit by somebody you don't know. Turn to them, say hi, offer a card, and then that starts the conversation. Number 3, join clubs and groups. Chambers of Commerce, Rotary. There's a lot of great organizations out there. I'm a member of an organization called BNI. You can find them at bni.com. It stands for Business Network International. It's a great organization. It's very structured. It's designed to give referrals to businesses. What's great about it is it's very structured. It's about growing your business, and there's only one person per profession that's allowed in it. So it's a great way to network and lock out your competition when it comes to that trusted group of referrals. Number 4, volunteer in your community. Do a lot of volunteer work, and when you do, wear a t-shirt that's got your company name, logo, website, or phone number on it. It's a great way to advertise, and you're kind of being nonchalant about it because it's just a t-shirt you're wearing, but you're not necessarily talking about your business because you're there to help with whatever the volunteering that you're doing. Number 5, teach a class. Community colleges offer education programs for adults. A lot of times they look to the general public for people to teach these classes. You don't get paid for it, but you just go to the continuing education department, say, "I'd like to teach a class on so-and-so," and they'll usually say, "Great, can you put together an outline? What's going to be taught? How much time are you going to need?" They will actually market it, promote it within their continuing education programs. The college usually gets a fee for those that sign up to take it, $40 or $50. It's free for you to do it, but it gives you great exposure, and it sets you up as an expert in that arena. And then you've got great follow-up with those people, because as we go through a little later, you're going to be collecting their information and collecting their email address. Number 6, ask for referrals. Ask all of your current clients, who do you know? And not just who do you know, but who do you know that specifically, and then target whatever modality that you're working with them, or whatever issue that you're solving for them. Because when you say, who do you know broadly? Even though we know a lot of people, our minds go blank and we can't think of anybody. So focus in on the reason that they're there and say, who do you know that might be having these same issues? Also, create a refer a friend discount coupon so that it's a great invite to give them and say, well, if you know somebody, or give this to so-and-so who you mentioned, and have them come see me and they'll get a discount. Another way of doing that is have the client get a discount if they do bring in a referral. Then it's a win-win and it gives them incentive as well. Number 7, create strategic alliances. Anyone who shares your target market is a great way to create a strategic alliance. The best way that I use strategic alliances is through that BNI networking group that I mentioned before. Find one in your area. See if there's not somebody that's in your profession or modality and you can join under that group. It's a great way of creating those strategic, trusted alliances. Number 8, write a press release or an article for a paper. If you can, write a weekly or a monthly column. It gets your name out in front of people on a consistent basis. Write a review of a seminar you attended. There's a lot of local newspapers and publications that are, that are looking for content. And they will gladly take your content if it's written as a value added to the customer or to the reader, not an advertorial. So write it as just an information piece only, and they will most likely receive it with open arms. If you get some of these periodicals or local publications and you see a lot of advertising in it, that's how they make their money, so they distribute them free. But if you see a lot of advertising, it means they may not have enough content and they will be gladly looking for it. Number 9, take advantage of email. And we're going to talk a lot more about this. Include an email signature at the bottom of your email. Be sure that your name is on there, your company name, your website if you have one, and a contact number. Collect lots of business cards with emails and get those into your email list. We'll talk about this more in another session. Number 10, establish a website. It's a must-have these days. It's your calling card. Even if you're just having a local presence in your local town, you still need a website. We're going to spend a lot more time on this in the future, so be looking for that. And you can also contact me directly, and I can give you some guidance and some assistance to get that ramped up for you. Thank you so much. This is thewellnessschool.com. Remember to begin with where you are and keep working on your business.